Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
When I first got up, the railing, the paint on that railing was burning. That's how hot the fire was. And downstairs and upstairs, the shutters were burning on the building.
Coming up, we'll tell you about an apartment fire in Lexington that displaced several families.
Plus, tonight we have the name of the man who died in a wreck in Anderson County.
We got a phone call saying Jacob was in the hospital and that he was brain dead. He didn't deserve this.
A 23-year-old man is dead after police say a driver hit him, left the scene, and then called officers.
WKYT News at 6 starts now.
He was waiting for the bus when a driver hit him. Thanks for watching us. I'm Kristen Kennedy. 23-year-old Jacob Hamilton died this morning. The Fayette County coroner says Hamilton was waiting at the bus stop on Liberty Road when a driver hit him. Crews rushed Hamilton to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. WKYT's Sean Moody talked with his friends, now finding ways to remember him. In our top story at 6.
Jacob Hamilton's friends say he was waiting on a bus when a passing car hit him.
We got a phone call saying Jacob was in the hospital and that he was brain dead. He didn't deserve this.
Police said the driver left the scene, then called them to say he'd hit Hamilton. Hamilton died around 7:30 Sunday morning at UK Hospital.
I'm going to try to remember all the good things about him because he was just a wonderful individual overall. You could be having the worst of days and see him and your day would just turn around.
Shawnetta Karacha says she grew up with Hamilton. Late this morning, she and some friends made a tribute to him.
We made it at the house. I'm sorry, Jacob.
To put in the ground where he was hit.
We just wanted to keep it simple and sweet and let everybody know that he was well loved. We tried to put it where people would know this is where he went and that he truly is loved.
Shawnetta said she wants drivers in this area to be more careful. She also says she wants bus stops like this one to be safer.
Please slow down on this road. It has taken too many lives. And here's another one. It didn't need to be taken. This is not a good bus stop at all. And Lexington needs to do something about it.
In Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Police have not filed charges against the driver. They say they're still investigating. We now know the name of the man who died in a crash last night in Anderson County. The coroner tells us Logan Driscoll was driving down Wildcat Road when he crashed and flew out of his car. We're told Driscoll lived on that road. His body is now in Frankfort for an autopsy. A fire destroyed a home in Powell County this afternoon. We're told witnesses could see flames shooting from the trailer on Bright Street around 1 today. Police say no one was home at the time and the fire did destroy the home. Right now, crews are still trying to pinpoint the cause of the fire. Several families are staying somewhere new tonight after an apartment fire damaged their homes. Firefighters battled flames at an apartment complex on Donnabrook Court in Lexington around midnight. The fire, we're told, spread through the building and damaged 2 floors of apartments, including the basement. You're taking a look at video shot by the Lexington Fire Department. WKYT's Mike Linden was there as crews cleaned up the mess.
According to Lexington fire officials, an apartment on Donnabrook Court off East Reynolds Road in Lexington caught fire just before midnight last night. They say a man inside a top-floor apartment was cooking on the stove when he fell asleep. That's when the fire spread from the stove to the wall and then through the roof of the apartment.
When I first got up, the railing, the paint on that railing was burning. That's how hot the fire was. And downstairs and upstairs, the shutters were burning on the building.
According to Lexington fire officials, several families that live in the apartment building are now displaced after this morning's fire. The owner of the apartment building told the fire department that the displaced families will be able to move to new apartments on the other side of the building. Firefighters say the fire caused both smoke and water damage to the apartments to the left of the fire, but nobody was hurt. In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
Firefighters believe working smoke detectors helped save their lives. 2 people went to the hospital this morning after police say someone tried to break into their house. Investigators believe 2 men entered the back door of a home on Whitney Avenue in Lexington. We're told the men assaulted the people inside the house, then took several items from the living room. Both victims went to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The average temperatures we've had this weekend will start to drop soon. We're expecting some showers to start off the work week. Meteorologist Jim Caldwell is tracking some changes, including, Jim, the possibility of snow.
Yeah, maybe a couple of chances of that happening coming up this week, maybe on Thursday and also into next weekend. Right now, though, we are running and we're checking our temperatures, and we are running in the mid-40s. There you see those here in Lexington, 44. We got up to 46 for a high today, which is what we thought yesterday. 41 in Jackson and 43 right now in London. So all of us hanging out in the 40s. Cloud cover still with us. No precipitation, no. There you see Defender scanning the skies. Hard to find any of that. And there you see that blanket of cloud cover hanging out throughout the entire day today. Our next system is already taking shape. This is the one we've been tracking for the past several days. You keep hearing me say this is the system that caused all those issues out in California. Well, now it's out in the plains, sparking even some severe weather out there across Oklahoma into Kansas. Area of low pressure starting to spin and will continue to move toward us tonight and especially into the day tomorrow. And that's when we'll start tracking our chances of some showers. So by late tomorrow evening, there you see a few showers. We should max out right around 50 degrees. Again, clouds around through the day tomorrow and maybe a few breaks from time to time as that system starts to move on in. Our focus of the forecast, though, is a very active week. We've already talked about the rain early week, maybe some snow midweek, and maybe a more potent system toward the end. I'll have more details on all of those things coming up in just a few minutes.
Today marks 2 years since the tragic shooting at a Connecticut elementary school. 20 children and 6 teachers from Sandy Hook Elementary in Newtown died in that shooting. The gunman, Adam Lanza, later shot and killed himself. This year, the Newtown community quietly marked the anniversary. Town officials say there will be no public memorial events. Connecticut Governor Dan Malloy ordered flags to fly at half-staff today to honor the victims. Tonight, police in Bowling Green are investigating an officer-involved shooting. A Bowling Green TV station reports police went to a sporting goods store after a man tried to shoplift a rifle. Witnesses saw the man run through the parking lot and say they heard someone yell, "Stop." We're told the man reached for his waistband and then an officer shot him. The man is suffering from non-life-threatening injuries. Right now, police aren't releasing his name or the name of the officer who shot him. 2 Central Kentucky police forces are getting ready to equip their officers with body cameras. Versailles police will test the cameras next month, and Lexington police are expected to do the same soon. Richmond and University of Kentucky officers are wrapping up their trials on different models. Berea police already use the cameras. President Obama proposed reimbursing communities half the cost of buying cameras and storing video. Louisville officers are expected to test them soon, too. We have a traffic alert to pass along to you tonight. Drivers who use a busy Lexington road should expect some delays this week. Tomorrow, crews will continue blasting at New Circle and Old Frankfort Pike. It's all part of an ongoing widening project between Versailles Road and Leestown Road. WKYT's Jordan Valines has a preview for us tonight of tomorrow's road closures.
Traffic on New Circle Road and Old Frankfort Pike will be backed up even more than normal this week as crews will now be increasing the number of blasting operations every day from 2 to 4. This is the blast that happened last Thursday around 10 a.m. on the second day of blasting operations. The additional blastings will begin tomorrow and extend until Friday, and the blasting work will be in effect for New Circle Road, both inner and outer loops, and Old Frankfort Pike. Each time a blasting operation occurs, the roadway in that area will be shut down for around 15 minutes. The blastings are scheduled to take place around 9 a.m., 10:30 a.m., noon, and 1:30 p.m. Drivers are encouraged to find alternate routes and take side streets in order to avoid the extra traffic and congestion. Until construction is complete, the speed limit from Versailles Road to Leestown Road on New Circle will be reduced to 45 miles per hour. In Lexington, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
Lexington police will be helping with traffic control during the blasting.